Throughout history, secrets have wielded a profound influence over the course of human lives, shaping destinies and guiding choices. The ancient Stoics understood the weight of discretion, emphasizing that not all thoughts and emotions need to be shared. In a world saturated with noise and opinions, the ability to keep certain aspects of our lives private can be a source of strength. The Stoics believed that silence can be a powerful tool, allowing individuals to reflect and act with intention. This practice of restraint is not merely about withholding information. It is about cultivating a deeper understanding of oneself and the world. By guarding our secrets, we create a sanctuary for our innermost thoughts and vulnerabilities, fostering resilience and clarity. In this exploration, we will delve into the 10 hidden secrets that Stoics cherished, revealing how these principles can empower us in our own lives. Join us as we uncover the wisdom that lies within the Stoic tradition, guiding us to navigate life's complexities with grace and strength. In our lives, we often find ourselves engaged in silent battles, struggles that remain unseen by the outside world. These internal conflicts can range from feelings of inadequacy to overwhelming anxiety, and they shape who we are in profound ways. The Stoics believed that these hidden struggles are essential for building resilience and character. They taught us that facing adversity, even in silence, is a crucial part of personal growth. It's important to recognize that not every battle needs to be shared. Often, the most significant victories are those we achieve within ourselves. When we choose to confide in others, we must be selective. Not everyone has the capacity to understand our pain or our journey. Sharing our deepest struggles can sometimes lead to misunderstanding or judgment, which can be more damaging than the struggles themselves. Thus, cultivating a small circle of trusted confidants can provide the support we need without exposing our vulnerabilities to the world. Remember, the strength of our character is often forged in the quiet moments of introspection and the battles we fight alone. In the journey of life, we often encounter challenges that weigh heavily on our hearts and minds. These battles, though silent, shape our character and resilience in profound ways. However, it's crucial to recognize that not everyone can understand the depth of our struggles. When we choose to confide in someone, we must be discerning. Sharing our internal battles with the wrong person can lead to misunderstanding or judgment instead of support. Think of it as selecting the right allies in a strategic game. Just as a soldier would confide in trusted comrades, we too must seek out those who genuinely understand and can offer empathy rather than criticism. The Stoics taught us that discretion is a virtue, and by sharing our vulnerabilities only with those who can truly comprehend, we protect ourselves from unnecessary hurt while fostering deeper, more meaningful connections. Remember, the strength in silence often lies in knowing when to speak and to whom. Self-doubt is a silent adversary that lurks in the corners of our minds, whispering insidious thoughts that can undermine our confidence and potential. These whispers often come at the most inopportune times, casting shadows over our abilities and achievements. Stoicism teaches us to confront these insecurities head-on, but often we find ourselves wrestling with them in solitude. The key is not to suppress these feelings, but to acknowledge them as part of our human experience. By recognizing self-doubt as a natural part of our journey, we can begin to dismantle its power over us. It's crucial to understand that seeking validation from others can often amplify our self-doubt rather than alleviate it. Instead of relying on external approval, we must cultivate a sense of self-worth that is rooted in our own experiences and accomplishments. Embracing our vulnerabilities and reflecting on our strengths can transform those whispers of doubt into a powerful narrative of resilience and growth. In our journey through life, self-doubt often creeps in as a quiet whisper, undermining our confidence and potential. It's a subtle yet powerful force that can distort our self-perception, leading us to question our abilities and worth. The Stoics recognized this internal struggle, advocating for a private confrontation of these insecurities rather than seeking external validation. When we look outward for reassurance, we risk becoming dependent on others' opinions, which can lead to a fragile sense of self. Instead, the Stoic approach encourages us to turn inward, to examine our thoughts and beliefs critically. By doing so, we can cultivate resilience and self-assurance, building a solid foundation that doesn't rely on the fluctuating judgments of the outside world. Embracing this internal dialogue allows us to transform self-doubt into a catalyst for growth, fostering a strong and unwavering sense of self that thrives in the face of adversity. When we consider the path to achieving our future aspirations, it becomes evident that discretion plays a pivotal role. Just as seasoned strategists in historical battles understood the importance of keeping their plans close to their hearts, we too must recognize the strategic advantage of maintaining silence about our ambitions. History is replete with examples of figures who, despite their brilliance, faltered because they broadcasted their intentions too widely. Take, for instance, the great military commander Hannibal, who meticulously planned his campaign against Rome. His success hinged not only on his tactical genius, but also on his ability to keep his strategies concealed from the enemy. By revealing too much, he risked giving opponents the chance to counter his moves. Similarly, by sharing our goals prematurely, we expose ourselves to the opinions and doubts of others, which can dilute our resolve. Furthermore, maintaining an air of mystery around our aspirations can foster an environment of flexibility. This allows us to adapt and evolve our plans without the weight of public scrutiny. It's within this quiet space that creativity flourishes and solutions emerge. The Stoics taught us that our journey is ours alone, and the less we share prematurely, the more we protect our potential for success. This principle empowers us to act with intention and confidence, embracing the unknown while remaining anchored in our purpose. Maintaining an air of mystery around our personal goals can serve as a powerful strategy for success. Think of it as a chess game, where revealing your next move can give your opponent the upper hand. History is replete with examples of figures who faced dire consequences due to their overexposure. Consider Julius Caesar, whose ambitious plans were undermined by those who were aware of them. By keeping our aspirations close to our chest, we create a buffer against external pressures and distractions. This stealth not only allows us to adapt and pivot as necessary, but also protects us from the negativity and skepticism of others. When we share too much too soon, we risk inviting doubt, criticism, and even envy into our lives. Instead, let your actions speak louder than your words. By focusing on the execution of your plans rather than discussing them extensively, you empower yourself to navigate challenges without the weight of public scrutiny. The Stoics understood this principle well. They believed that silence can often be the most strategic choice of all. The pursuit of external validation can often lead us down a path of complacency. When we seek approval from others, we may inadvertently stifle our own growth. The Stoics remind us that true progress comes from within, urging us to cultivate resilience and strength through our own efforts. History is rife with examples of leaders who, in their quest for comfort and acceptance, lost sight of their true purpose. Consider Alexander the Great, whose early victories led to a false sense of security. Instead of pushing his limits, he indulged in excessive comfort, which ultimately blunted his edge. By embracing discomfort, we are challenged to innovate, adapt, and evolve. The Stoics teach us that every challenge faced is an opportunity for personal growth. Therefore, let us remember that while comfort may be tempting, it is in the throes of adversity that we truly discover who we are and what we are capable of achieving. Embrace the struggle, for it is here that we find our strength. Throughout history, many great leaders and thinkers have demonstrated the value of embracing discomfort on the path to personal growth. Take Alexander the Great, for instance. His journey was not merely about conquering lands, but also about enduring harsh conditions, facing formidable adversaries, and overcoming his own fears. By willingly stepping into discomfort, he honed his leadership skills and resilience. The Stoics believed that true strength arises from facing challenges head-on, rather than retreating into the comfort of validation and ease. This philosophy teaches us that seeking external approval can lead us astray, diverting our focus from meaningful growth. Instead, we should cultivate our inner strength by confronting adversity, for it is in these moments of struggle that we discover our true potential. Embracing discomfort not only fosters personal development, but also enriches our character, shaping us into more capable individuals ready to tackle life's inevitable challenges. In a world that often glorifies strength and success, we must remember that vulnerability is not a weakness. It is a profound aspect of our humanity. Embracing our vulnerabilities means acknowledging our fears, insecurities, and imperfections, and rather than hiding them, we choose to protect them. This protective stance allows us to cultivate our true selves without the constant fear of judgment or rejection. Consider the great philosopher Socrates, who often expressed his own uncertainties. By doing so, he paved the way for genuine dialogue and growth. Historical figures like Abraham Lincoln faced immense personal struggles, yet transformed their vulnerabilities into sources of strength, showing us that it is possible to rise above our fears. Therefore, let's cherish our vulnerabilities, understand their significance, and use them as a foundation for resilience. In doing so, we not only grow stronger, but also inspire others to embrace their authentic selves, creating a world where vulnerability is celebrated rather than shamed. Throughout history, many influential figures have faced their vulnerabilities and transformed them into remarkable strengths. Consider the story of Thomas Edison, who famously struggled with hearing loss. Rather than letting this challenge define him, Edison embraced it, focusing his energy on innovation and invention, ultimately becoming one of the greatest inventors of all time. This illustrates the Stoic belief that perspective is everything. Our vulnerabilities can be our greatest assets if we choose to view them that way. Similarly, the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, who was plagued by self-doubt and personal tragedy, used his experiences to cultivate resilience and wisdom. He wrote extensively about the importance of accepting our vulnerabilities as part of the human experience, teaching us that acknowledging our weaknesses allows us to build a more profound inner strength. By reframing our vulnerabilities, we can find empowerment, reminding ourselves that they are not burdens to carry but stepping stones toward growth and achievement. Carrying grudges can act as an anchor, dragging us down and preventing personal growth. The Stoic philosophy teaches us that harboring resentment not only affects our mental health, but also our overall well-being. When we hold on to grievances, we allow them to dictate our feelings and actions, often leading to a cycle of negativity that clouds our judgment and decision-making. Imagine a ship weighed down by excess cargo. It struggles to navigate smoothly through the waters. Similarly, our ability to move forward and embrace new opportunities diminishes when we carry the weight of past grievances. The Stoics encourage us to resolve our inner conflicts through reflection and understanding, advocating for the power of forgiveness, not just for others but for ourselves. History shows us cautionary tales of individuals who let their grudges consume them, leading to tragic outcomes. By releasing these burdens, we free ourselves to pursue a life of purpose, clarity, and growth. Throughout history, many individuals have succumbed to the weight of their grievances, allowing resentment to dictate their actions and cloud their judgment. One poignant example is the story of Julius Caesar, whose legacy was marred by the grudges he carried against those he perceived as rivals. His inability to reconcile these feelings ultimately led to his downfall, as betrayal from within his inner circle came from those he had once trusted. This serves as a cautionary tale about how unresolved grievances can fester, creating a toxic environment that stifles personal growth and clouds one's purpose. The Stoic philosophy encourages us to resolve our grievances internally, promoting forgiveness and understanding as pathways to liberation. Instead of letting past hurts dictate our future, we can choose to let go, allowing ourselves to move forward unburdened. In doing so, we reclaim our power and focus on what truly matters, fostering resilience and personal evolution. It's a profound reminder that the strength to overcome lies not in holding on to grudges, but in embracing forgiveness and understanding. In a world that constantly seeks to validate achievements through external applause, we often overlook the profound power of internal validation. True growth and success are rooted not in the accolades we receive from others, but in the quiet acknowledgement of our own efforts and progress. This inner celebration allows us to cultivate a deeper connection to our achievements, fostering resilience and a sense of fulfillment. When we rely on external recognition, we set ourselves up for disappointment. The applause may fade and critics may emerge. However, when we learn to celebrate our victories internally, we build a foundation that remains unshaken by external opinions. Think of the tortoise and the hare. The tortoise's steady progress was celebrated in silence, leading to an unexpected victory. By nurturing this internal celebration, we safeguard our self-worth and create a more meaningful and enduring recognition of our achievements. Embrace the strength of internal validation, for it is a wellspring of true confidence and self-empowerment. In the tale of Icarus, we see a young man with dreams of soaring high, yet his ambition led to his downfall. His father, Daedalus, crafted wings of feathers and wax, warning him not to fly too close to the sun. But the allure of success was too great. Icarus ignored this advice, and as he ascended, the sun melted his wings, sending him plummeting into the sea. This fable serves as a poignant reminder of the dangers of hubris, the excessive pride that can blind us to our limitations. Celebrating our achievements is important, but it must be approached with humility. Stoics teach us that true strength lies in recognizing our accomplishments internally rather than flaunting them for external validation. When we keep our successes close to our hearts, we cultivate a deeper sense of self-worth and resilience. So, as you celebrate your victories, remember Icarus. Let your achievements lift you up without losing sight of the ground beneath you. Embrace humility, and let your journey be a quiet testament to your growth. In a world brimming with noise and distractions, safeguarding our personal dreams and desires becomes paramount. Keeping these aspirations close to our hearts shields them from the often harsh judgments and negativity that can arise from external influences. It is essential to realize that not every dream needs to be shared publicly. By nurturing these quiet desires, we create a protective space where they can flourish without the pressure of validation from others. This reflects the wisdom of Socrates, who emphasized the importance of introspection and personal belief. He taught that our ambitions should not be swayed by public opinion, but rather rooted in our authentic selves. When we cherish our dreams privately, we cultivate resilience and commitment to our goals, allowing them to grow in strength and clarity. This internal focus empowers us to pursue our passions with unwavering determination, keeping our vision intact in a tumultuous world. Remember, the most profound journeys often begin in silence, away from the prying eyes of society. Socrates, one of the most revered philosophers in history, believed in the power of introspection and the significance of keeping one's beliefs and dreams close. He taught us that not every thought or desire needs to be vocalized. In fact, sharing our dreams too freely can lead to unwarranted negativity and skepticism. By nurturing our aspirations quietly, we shield them from the harsh judgments of others, allowing them to grow stronger and more resilient. Just like a seed needs darkness to germinate, our dreams require a safe space to develop away from the prying eyes of society. This careful cultivation fosters a deeper connection with our aspirations, enabling us to pursue them with unwavering focus. Remember, the journey of self-discovery is personal, and it is often through silence that we find clarity and purpose. So, embrace the wisdom of Socrates and keep your aspirations close to your heart. Not everything needs to be shared with the world. The journey of personal progress is a deeply personal and transformative experience. It's essential to understand that this journey doesn't need to be shared with the world until we're ready. Many individuals embark on their paths of growth quietly, reflecting on their struggles, victories, and lessons learned without the pressure of public scrutiny. This approach allows for genuine introspection and the ability to evolve without external noise. The Stoics believe that true growth happens within, away from the eyes of others. By keeping our progress private, we can focus on our inner development, refine our goals, and fine-tune our understanding of ourselves. When we eventually share our journey, it's often more authentic and grounded, as we've had the time to fully grasp the significance of our experiences. This practice not only cultivates resilience, but also fosters a sense of pride in our accomplishments, unclouded by the need for validation from others. Remember, the essence of personal progress lies in the journey itself, not the applause that may follow. In the realm of personal growth, the Stoic philosophy teaches us that true progress is a private endeavor, often blossoming in silence before it is ready to be shared with the world. This journey is not merely about public accolades or recognition. Rather, it is an intimate exploration of our inner selves. Each step we take, each lesson learned, forms a part of our personal tapestry, woven with threads of resilience, discipline, and introspection. The more we cultivate this journey internally, the more authentic it becomes when we eventually choose to unveil it. By focusing on our evolution rather than the noise of public declaration, we honor our path. We learn to celebrate our victories, however small, in the quiet corners of our minds and hearts. This nurturing process fortifies our resolve, making us more equipped to handle external opinions when we do decide to share our progress. Ultimately, it is this commitment to personal development, grounded in Stoic wisdom, that empowers us to grow into our truest selves, ready to face the world with confidence. As we draw this journey to a close, let's reflect on the profound wisdom that the Stoics imparted regarding the power of silence and discretion. In a world buzzing with noise and distractions, the strength found in keeping our secrets close is invaluable. Each of us carries hidden battles, whispers of self-doubt, and dreams that, when shared too freely, can be diminished by the harsh light of external scrutiny. By nurturing our internal world and celebrating our achievements within, we fortify our resilience and character. Silence isn't merely the absence of sound, it's the presence of thoughtfulness and strategic introspection. Embracing this Stoic approach allows us to navigate our personal journeys with greater clarity and purpose. So, I invite you to ponder your own secrets, the aspirations, challenges, and vulnerabilities that shape you. Recognize the power they hold, and find strength in the quietude of your own mind. Remember, true growth often flourishes in the shadows, away from the prying eyes of the world.